Hello guys, this is Roy from Random Meaningful Wheel Drive Club, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And for this video, I would like to show you the RS80 system part 2. Okay, so the difference between the RS80 system rear part 1, I made the difference between part 1 and part 2. You can see the part 2 is like this, and actually the part 1, the roller setup is on this side. So but this part 2, I moved the roller to a little bit to much more close to the wheels, so to make sure the car are fast at the cornering. Okay, so let's start with the video. Let's go. Okay, so here what I'm gonna do is I'm going to shave the bottom support, and to make the shape is totally fit for our rear chassis, and to make it right shape that you won't block when our RS system is moving up and down. So now I just put it on and see how it works, and see is that move smooth. Okay, and then I just mark the plate, like the 3mm plate that I have to trim it, because it looks like those spots are touching the chassis, so it makes when the RS system moving is not that smooth. And here I'm removing the FRP, the bottom plate that I just mount, and then I'm switching to a carbon plate, and then I'm using this FRP to measure the size and measure the hole that I'm going to use for mounting on the chassis. So as you can see here, I mount the carbon plate basically on the other way. So I'm using the spot that we're supposed to using for brake, but I make it to connecting to the chassis that close to the wheels. So right now I measure the size and drill the hole to make this plate can install on the rear chassis. And don't forget to countersunk the hole to hide your screws. And on the other way, you can think about you are doing the countersunk screws, and also you are getting your car the weight lighter, and that probably can make yourself think easier. So okay, and that's the reason also a reason why you wanna make your car countersunk. Okay, so as you can see here, I try to move this the screws is as close as possible that I can, and to make sure I can move my roller close to the wheel as close as possible. And then we just all install it in, and then we also try it. And sometimes what happens is you see is that moving smooth is like it just happened like this. Then what you have to do is just find out which spot is blocking your movement. Then you just need to fix it and see how it works. So don't, like when you trying to trim the plate, don't trim it too much, trim it a little by a little, and just until it's totally fit. Because sometimes you see other people's video is all doing in one time, and actually I have to tell you that's not true. No matter what kind of assistance they always have to make a couple times, and to make sure that's the right one, then show you the video. So but for me, I prefer to show you the what happens. So here, like, even though I try to make this, then still there's some problem. So for example, here I'm doing the brake, I'm choosing which brake plate that I want to use, and I'm measuring the size by using the checkbox, see which the brake will fit on my setup. So here I choosing use the multi-roller state, and you can see that it's still not fit a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trim it, and so I'm gonna trim it thinner, sorry, not thinner, shorter. And also I'm gonna trim the edges, don't make the edges too sharp. Okay, so then this way I can have my card fit in the checkbox. Okay, but of course it's not just by using the Dremel. So after using the Dremel, I would try and see is that fit, then that's fit, then it's time to sand it and to make sure it's absolutely flat. So you can see I'm using my finger to touch it and see is that flat and smooth as possible, and to make sure that it's sand perfectly. Okay, so here you can see I'm trying to make the underguard right now by using all the extra pieces that I have cut from my previous job. No matter I'm making a brake or multi-roller stage or edge play, whatever, because I all saved those extra pieces that we are not using it. So here, this way, we can still using those for if we need it. For example, like here, I'm using that for my underguard. And for this, the hacksaw screws, and make it a countersunk screws. So if you haven't watched this video, I will post this video in end of the video, so you will see how I do the DIY to make the countersunk screws for this hacksaw cap screws. Okay, so here you can see I also make this 3mm plate to try to make it lighter by sanding the center part, because this way we can make the plate lighter, and second, we can make it more room for our RS system when it's moving backward and left and right. Then there's more space for it to move. Okay, and of course after we done, we of course need to try it one more time. Okay, so you can see now there's more room at the center part, and we're just gonna install it and see how it works, and try to see how it is move smooth, and is there anywhere it gets stuck. One more time. So as you can see right here, I'm trying to use this is the old stabilizer that I have made a long time ago, by using all the extra pieces to make this carbon stabilizer. So I'm trying to using this one on this car. So as you can see, I tried to measure the size, and because that was I was making that for fun when I was making this stabilizer, so I didn't really pay attention to make it good. So but here, because I didn't really make it good at the first time, so here I have to do some modifications to make it fits better. Okay, but if there's a people are interesting, want to know how to make this kind of a carbon stabilizer by using the extra pieces, you can leave your comment and at the bottom, then I can see if there's really people want to see this kind of a video, then I can make a video to teach people how to using all your extra pieces to make this kind of stabilizer. Then you can see if you have also the same extra pieces that I have, and to make this kind of a stabilizer. Alright, so here you can see using the 1.5 millimeter and with the spring washer and the regular nut and to tighten it, and on the top I'm still using this plastic spacer. And the reason why I'm using the plastic, because the plastic spacer really saved me a little bit of my cards, the weight of my cards. And this way, because you already tied at the bottom, so on the top you only need to make sure your roller is tight enough so your plastic spacer won't easily get bent or change the shape, so it's still very strong as normal, so you don't have to worry about other things. And for the other way, we just do the same thing. Then after that, we just do the final test. Then after the final test, everything's good to go, then which means is this RS rear system part 2 is ready. Okay, so here is just a drop test. I did it when I was feel boring. Okay, so just show you guys just for fun. Okay, so right now you guys know how to make the RS80 system part 2. So, and also the underguard here as well. So this is like basically fully underguard. So for me, I think this one will be the pretty good option for my car, like for myself. So first, the wheel, this part, it won't get stuck because it's fully covered up to here, and but here also there's a double cover the underguard from the screw as well. Okay, so this one should be okay. At least there's not really have a problem for the setup. Okay, so this is the RS rear AT systems. So if you want to try, then please you can try this setup. If you're interested on this kind of setup, please. So this is today's video, and if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Okay, and if you have any question, please leave your question and comment at the bottom. I will reply to you as soon as possible. Alright, thank you so much. Don't forget to press the bell, so if I have the new video, then you will know it right away. Thank you. I'll see you next time.